One of the great things about Final Draft is you can just open the program and start typing. For example, I can type in E for exterior or I for interior, and it automatically recognizes that I'm trying to start with a scene. I can hit the Tab key and I can type in my scene. If I hit the Tab key again, another Smart Type list comes up, which we'll talk about later, which gives me the opportunity to put in the time of day. I can go up and down that list until I find what I would like, and I can hit the Tab key, and it takes me to an action or description line so that I can describe my scene. An action line is typed as any text would normally be typed in. And if I want to do my character, I just hit the Enter key. And this time, if I hit the Tab key from an action margin, it will take me to where I can enter a character's name. And it will remember that name as soon as I hit Enter. Once I've completed my dialogue, I can hit Enter, which will take me to an action line. Or I can hit the Tab key, which will permit me to put in another character's name. It assumes that the next character might have the same name and is trying to help me by putting in man, but I'm going to ignore that and type in the character that I want. I'm not trying to capitalize it. It already knows to capitalize it for me. I hit Enter, and then I can type in my dialogue. You might have noticed that Morpheus has a red underline underneath it, and my typo also has a red underline underneath it. This is to indicate that it does not recognize the spelling. My typo can be easily corrected by getting in between those two words and putting in space. And Morpheus, which is not incorrect, we may wish to add to our dictionary. And we can do that by right-clicking on it and choose Learn, so it does not stop at it again. So now I would like to enter a new character. So I hit the Enter key and the Tab key. It thinks I want man again, but I want to type in Morpheus. And as I hit Enter, it will remember it. There are times when you want to qualify the dialogue, and that's called a parenthetical, and you can get to that quite easily by tapping the Tab key anywhere in dialogue, and it will give you a parenthetical. If I hit Enter, it will take me immediately to a dialogue line, which I can type in. At this point, I can enter more characters and dialogue by hitting the Enter key and the Tab key. Trinity appears. I can accept that by hitting the Tab key, Enter, and I can put in more dialogue. Enter and Tab, and it presumes that I want Morpheus, and I can accept that if I wish by hitting the Tab key and Enter for more dialogue. I can return to action at any time from dialogue by hitting the Enter key, and I can type some additional action. Now I would like to go and start a new scene. There is a format that's called a transition. It's less common nowadays than it has been in the past, but to demonstrate it, I would hit the Enter key. I know that if I hit the Tab key, it's going to take me to a character. If I start typing INT or EXT, it'll be a scene. The way this program works is if I hit the Enter key a second time from an action line, it will call up a smart type list that will ask me what I would like to do next. I can get to it by going up and down with my arrow keys, or since my mouse is handy, I can point and click at transition. We'll talk much more about these individual formats later. So I'm going to click on Transition, and I can begin to type. If I want dissolve, I can type D, and it will start to help me put that in. Or I could backspace and hit C for cut to, and it'll help me put that in. I can hit Enter, and it takes me to a new scene. From here, I, of course, can create my new scene. It's also remembered my last scene, so I can take advantage of it and hit the Tab key and hit the Tab key again to put in the time of day. If I don't see a time of day that I would like, I can also type in whatever I would like, and it would put it in for me. For now, I'm going to just use evening. Now, if I hit Enter, it'll take me, of course, to a new action line for which I could continue to type. This is basically how the formatting is done, so one can just begin and start typing. I'm going to paste, at this point, a large piece of dialogue in to show you how the page breaking works. As we go down, we can see that as we transition from one page to the next, the dialogue has been automatically broken and more has been put at the end of the first page, and the name and a continued is put in the second page, and the dialogue is continued. What this does is this allows you to type and not have to worry about the page breaking. In fact, if I come here and take out several words, we can see that the program automatically reformats the dialogue with the more and continue to adjust. And this would happen over the course of an entire screenplay, where you could make adjustments on page 1 and not have to worry about the subsequent 119 pages. So this is your quick start, and we will continue to go on in detail with more of the formatting and tools that are available in this program.